You know, and I know that it is important to have the right tyre pressures, not just on your caravan, but also on your tow car. Yeah, that's fine, we understand that, but what are we going to use to check the pressure itself? Now, I have to tell you that the gauges that come on foot pumps like this are notoriously inaccurate. I have to be careful because there might be some out there which are absolutely splendid, but they're not particularly good. And it's the same with some of the electronic pumps which you plug into your car or your cigarette lighter, and they have a little machine inside that blows out the air and pumps up your tyre without you needing to use a lot of leg exercise. How accurate they are, not so sure. Many people have a stick or pen type pressure gauge, and I haven't got one because you'll immediately say, oh come on John, that's a pencil with a rubber on the end. Yes it is, of course it is, but you know what I mean now, where the little slider shoots out the end and you read it. Can be reliable, not always reliable, but sometimes they don't actually go high enough for some of the tyres that are being fitted to caravans. Better still usually is the dial type of gauge, where there is a needle that goes around, and this is an American product which is marketed in this country, and it's remarkably good, nicely made, and you will find these on sale. But this one is fine because its range goes from about 0 to something like 150 psi. And why that's important is because the reading that you are looking for, if it's somewhere in the middle of that range, that's when this kind of product is at its most accurate. Some of these dial types go from 0 to 60. And obviously if you're trying to get a reading, say, of 55 psi, that's perilously close to its maximum limit, the point where the gauge is less precise. But of course things move on, and I've recently been introduced to a digital little product which frankly is really rather neat. One press and it's switched on. You can use it in the dark because there's a kind of a torch on the end that would allow you, if I was fumbling around looking towards this caravan tyre in the dark, I would actually find the valve fairly easily. And having checked it in a number of ways, I do get the feeling that this is accurate. So that's the range of tyre pressure gauges. Take your pick, but remember this last point. Only ever check the pressure of your tyres when they are cold.